Big cruise news today. Carnival quietly slips a new restriction into their drinks package, the Cheers package. They are now doubling the time that you would have to wait in between getting drinks. Now, you still are allowed to get up to 15 drinks. The time previously was 5 minutes, so it's only going to 10 minutes. A lot of people think that that's no big deal, but really, ultimately, they're trying to cut down on people sharing drinks and overindulging to the point where they get uncontrollable and they cause fights and problems and things of that nature. So it's a money issue, but it's also a safety issue. So that's why they're doubling it. Either way, they didn't make any announcement. They just kind of did it. So it's a little bit, people are feeling that they did it like a little bit under the radar. We had a false man overboard report on a Carnival ship as well. So some type of alarms were sounded where they thought a man fell over a Carnival cruise ship. The team snapped into action. They turned around. They immediately put everyone in their rooms to try and do a head count. They did end up finding out no one did fall overboard, but they did a great job in the response. And it just goes to show that the crew and the staff's training absolutely paid off. More wild news. So we have the same propulsion issues that we had last week with the Carnival Horizon. Carnival did assure us that they were bringing engineers on board to fix the issue. However, it does appear that the issue remained the same. So, on the most recent 6 day sailing, they did have to skip the Grand Cayman's port, and they were cruising at about half speed the entire time. I believe those people got a 1 day cruise refund, while the people that were previously delayed for 8 hours when they got off received a $200 credit per person for lost airfare if you could prove the airfare. Some people think that that is nowhere near enough compensation. Some people think it's fine. Other big cruise news this week, we had a lifeboat break and fall from a Carnival cruise ship. We don't know exactly what happened, but it broke right off and crashed and fell and tore apart pretty badly. And in the final bit of cruise news this week, kind of a strange one, the Norwegian Escape, one of the Norwegian ships that starts with an E, there's like three of them: Encore, Escape, Epic. One of them had a passenger slip off the gangway in Nassau and fall into the water. It was obviously a super tense, scary moment, but no one was injured. He was able to be removed from the water safely and everything, but that is a pretty good drop, and it probably would have been very scary being next to that massive ship. Plus, if you're like scared of the little sea creatures and stuff in there, he can't see down. There's probably like crabs, barnacles, all kinds of stuff that you don't want on you. So, kind of an odd one, but again, not clear what happened there. Those gangways can move, especially if you're coming in kind of rowdy. So,